Grateful, thankful, honored, blessed, guided, supported, loved, protected, and safe, right? Super grateful, super honored to be here right now, right? Heart bow to y'all guys. Love y'all guys. Grateful for y'all. Full moon, in Scorpio, lunar eclipse, right? Super grateful, super thankful. So as like, okay, first off, I'm going to speak about the energies that I'm experiencing. As y'all know, I share my experiences. I'm not going to get into the astrological parts of this. And maybe somewheres, right? Thank you, Spirit. Maybe somewheres it's the truth, right? And it's coming from the astrological part, but I'm speaking solely from my experiences, what I've been experiencing this past week, right? Because a lot of times whenever we're about to experience the celestial bodies going into a certain energy, we experience it a few days before, a few days after, that week before, right? Because it's already going into transit and everything's already shifting, right? The portal, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. The portal is already opening, right? So, and for me, I'm just sharing my experiences and what I've been experiencing this whole week and how I feel that, with some of y'all, we're all looking through different lenses. Everybody's looking through a different lens. Everybody's standing in a different perspective and looking at from a different perspective. So what I'm experiencing may be totally different from you, but similar in some ways, right? So, and it may not, right? Your experience may be totally different. And I honor you, right? Like I said, I honor y'all guys, and we're not all going to see things from the same way, from the same perspective. We're not all looking through different lenses. Thank you, Spirit, all of our awareness is different, right? To what I may be aware of, you might not be aware of. Right? So it may look different for you. It may come up different for you, right? So me just wanted to share, my experiences and maybe this will help y'all guys, right? May it bring truth, may it bring healing, may it bring awareness for y'all. And for when y'all start to experience these certain shifting. And a lot of times, like, I'll be honest, sometimes I don't even know what's going on in the celestial bodies, right? I don't even know what's going on in the planets. And I'm already doing work there. I'm already healing something, or I'm moving through some energy, right? So a lot of times it's like our bodies know, right? Our spirit knows, right? Whether we're aware of it or not. So what I've been experiencing, right? We'll get right into it, right? Honor y'all, right? Just want to say honor y'all, love y'all guys, super heart chakra, right? Wide and open and expanded, right? Super grateful and thankful, honored, blessed, guided, supported, honored to be here with y'all, right? So what I've been experiencing is these old energies coming up, right? So as we heal, as we grow, as we move forward, as we rise, thank you, Spirit, as we rise, we shift, we change, we become more mature, we become more wise, right? So as I've been doing, I heal every day, right? I move through healing every day. And it's like, when we think we've healed a part of ourselves, like, oh, we've healed that, we done nipped it in the bud. Well, we don't realize there's still other energies that are still moving through us. That as time goes, it's like I always say, layers to this shit, right? So there's layers to this healing and these processes, right? There's layers to the process of how we move through the energy. So what I was experiencing in the beginning of the week is this old energy coming up, this old part of self. And I'm just like, and at first, right, awareness, right? So at first I was not aware these were old parts of self. I was still assuming this was a part of me, right? I was looking at it through a different lens at that point than where I'm at now, right? After being guided and told what it was, right? So, experiencing these old energies and this old, thank you, Spirit, this old way of thinking. And that is something that really, really has been coming up for me a lot. Is like, but Jack, that's an old way of looking at it, right? We're moving into new times. We're moving into a new era. We're moving into a new age. Like, that's an old way of thinking. That's an old way of handling things. Thank you, Spirit. That they're saying that's an old way of looking at it and seeing it, right? So as I was experiencing this, and I'm just like, man, Spirit, where's all this energy coming up, right? And I'm experiencing these old things that are coming up, right? That I'm just like, okay, why is all this coming up? Like, why, like, I thought I flushed all this out of my memory banks, right? I thought I've deleted all these files, right? Because like I said, as I clear and I release stuff, this is me deleting the files that no longer serve my highest and best divine path, right? So, when all this stuff starts coming up, they're like, yes, it's coming up because it's leaving. It's not coming up because this is where you're at, right? Because sometimes, sometimes we'll heal from something and we're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I did this. I've got this. And then we start to experience the energy again, like, why the fuck am I still experiencing it? So we think we done fell back. We done moved back into a space that we've already moved out of. And it's not that. It's just these are the remnants. These are the last little bits of parts that are coming up. And through these planet alignments and conjunctions and full moons and eclipses, right? This is when this stuff is like, oh, you still got junk in there? Hold on, let us help you, right? This is what they're saying up there. It's like, let us help you. Let's start moving that energy out. That's why I'm here, right? This is why I've shown up, is to help move that energy out, right? So this is all of what I've been experiencing, right? And then wondering, like, why am I thinking like this? Why is this stuff just popping up in my head? I've been doing affirmations every day. I've been being in this certain beautiful space every day. It doesn't mean that I've pulled myself out of that beautiful space. I'm still there. It's just there's pieces and there's stuff clearing out. It's like the dust and the debris. Thank you, Spirit. They're showing me like particles and dust, debris. It's like, this salt, it's like, okay, I dropped some, but there's still a little bit left in my hand, right? So this is that little bit of stuff, right? Thank you, Spirit. This is that little bit of stuff that's moving out. This is that little bit of stuff that we're clearing out, right? So to be real patient with yourself, right? To be real patient. I even have a brother and he's always just like, Jack, did I just fall back? And I'm like, but that's a part, even the plateaus, this is what Spirit is showing me. Sometimes it's like you hit a plateau and it's just like, you don't feel like nothing's changing. You don't realize this is when you're doing the most work. Thank you, Spirit. This is when you're doing the most work. Sometimes we need to plateau because we need to integrate all those steps we just took. We need to rest. We need to regenerate, revitalize ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We need to rebalance. Thank you, Spirit. They're showing me rebalance. So it's not that we hit a plateau and we're stuck. No, you hit that because you need time to chill. You've been working so hard, right? You've been moving through so much energy. You've been doing all this work. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little stressful and overwhelming. And, all these energies are coming through and you can't sleep at night. You know what I mean? Because this happens for me all the time where I'm just like, I know I'm sleepy severe. Spirit's like, Jack, there's so much energy flowing through you right now. You can't go to sleep, right? So it's like me understanding what that is, right? So it's like, like I said, us moving through this energy and us just being really patient with ourselves, right? Being really patient when we feel like we've plateaued or we feel like we've hit a block, because thank you, Spirit. This is also what I've been guided to. There's no blocks. Remove that from the memory banks. There's never no blocks. This is just time where we have to stop. And like the way I was explaining to a brother is like, in the journey in the beginning, I was just full force. I wasn't like, oh, I got this. And I'm running instead of walking. I'm in a rush instead of taking my time and evaluating each step and being present. Thank you, Spirit. Being present for every step I was taking in the journey. And I was moving so fast that it's like, oh shit, I had to go back because I done missed all these things that I was supposed to be paying attention and becoming aware of. Right? So like I told him, I said, start with basics, ground. Beautiful place to start, which I wish I would have known that in the beginning. And I was told that, but it was never fully brought into a full understanding of what grounding meant and why it was so important for me or us. Thank you, Spirit. They're like you for all of us as a collective, why grounding is so important. Move, little baby. Move, little baby. Bink, bink. A little crazy little self. Why the grounding is so important, because how can our manifestations come to fruition if we're not grounding that energy? For example, if you're doing candle work, how is your candle work supposed to come to fruition if you haven't grounded that energy and your energy is not balanced and centered? How is it supposed to come the way you want it to? It's going to come with chaos, because when you created it in chaos. Thank you, Spirit. You created it and your energy was all over the place. So then the magic, the work, the manifestation, the spells, right? And thank you, Spirit. And they're showing me like in whatever space you work in, right? I honor everybody in whatever space you work in, right? But how is it supposed to flow in beautifully when you created it was created in chaos? And trust me, in the beginning, I did a lot of this in the beginning where it's just like, everything's just, it's all a mess. Shit just everywheres, and it was because I was everywheres, right? So, coming into those understanding and coming into the awareness that I wasn't falling back or that I wasn't going back into an old part of self. This was just stuff clearing. And sometimes we're going to experience it on the way out. it's going to be like, hey, hi, remember me? I do. Just wanted to say bye, and this is that energy moving out of us, right? So, this is what I feel like a lot of people are experiencing right now. And also too, it was crazy because earlier today, like before I even thought about doing this video, well, a friend of mine, right? Beautiful soul. I love him so much. Thudo, I love you, babe. Heart bow to you, babe. Love you so much. I honor him. He was like, are you going to do a video for the full moon? And I was just like, maybe, right? I didn't think about it. And I'm just like, you know what? Yes, let me do that. Let me just get dolled up. Come on and just give some beautiful, powerful information, especially of like I said, what I've been experiencing. So earlier today, I went to go get tacos at Tita's. Stop, baby. At Tita's, and they have a bunch of cards, right? All these people's business cards. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Everybody gets to put their little cards right there. I was like, maybe some cards and stick them right here, right? And there was one, and it was called something rooted, right? Grounded, right? Grounding in the energy, right? And integration also came up for me, but it says something I wanted to share with y'all, which, like I said, the way, like how I explained to him is like, how can we flow with grace and ease? How can we flow effortlessly if we're not grounded? Right? So just wanting to share that grounding, and maybe this is something, maybe this is a key. Like I told him, that's a major key of the journey, I feel, right? The way I look at it, grounding is a major key. Grounding is a part of everything, and working our lower chakras, right? Also something else that, and I want to share this, right? Because I gave him a lot of beautiful information that I do also want to share with y'all guys. Grounding ourselves, because how can our hearts be open and expanded, right? Heart chakra open, right? How can they be open and expanded when our solar plexus is not balanced, when our sacral is not balanced, when our root is not balanced, right? So it's like I told him, I said, go get you a book. I said, something that you may feel you resonate with, right? You'll know when you find it. I said, look up some meditation videos to help you start with your root chakra. Start at the base, right? This is our base chakra, right? Start at that chakra and then work yourself up, because you can never fully balance the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown if you're not balanced in the lower ones. Right. So this is where a lot of people get stuck at. This is where a lot of people's willpower, this is a lot, our sexual energy sometimes when that's not balanced, you know what I'm saying? And us being centered, it's like sometimes like, you're in a house and you're trying to find something, you can't find it, and you done threw everything everywhere, or you don't know where your keys are and you're about to walk out the door and you're like, I just had them. This is being ungrounded, right? And I've explained this many, many times before, right? And I'm just roughly going over it, right? Just to share the information. And, this is where we need to sit down and do some deep breathing. This is where we need to sit down and connect with the earth, right? Sitting out in our grass, doing some yard work. You know what I'm saying? Putting our feet in a puddle of water. You know what I'm saying? A little mud puddle. Like I do that every now and then. There's a perfect little spot right here outside of my house. And as soon as that rain comes down, I'm like, let me go sit out there. Spirit, put my little feet in there. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Right. And just some things, right, for us to know, right, to help get us centered. Even just experiencing the sun and letting the sun hit you. That's good for centering and balancing us as well. Thank you, Spirit. I honor you. Super grateful, super thankful, super honored, blessed, guided, supported, loved, right? Also too, what I've been experiencing, and this is what I've been experiencing in my own day-to-day, because these are the affirmations I've been giving myself, right? Is to, I am divine love. I am divine compassion. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am heart chakra, right? I am love energy. I am love energy. I experience love energy. I display love energy, right? I give love energy and I receive love energy, right? And just saying these beautiful I am divine love. I'm divine love activated. Thank you, Spirit. I am divine love activated, right? So I've been saying these a lot every morning. And now when I go to work, this is Jack. Love you, right? Just, I love you. Just let me come and, hey, I love you. Hi, loves, right? Just sending this beautiful, beautiful energy out. And I've been experiencing it so much on the outer, because inside I'm feeling this way, right? So it's like when all else fails, choose love. Also something I was being guided to, and something I got confirmation from another channel last night, that I'm watching one of his channels, and his are always really powerful and healing for me. So it's like I take into consideration when I hear something from him, especially if it's something that I've been being called to. And then after about a week, 2 weeks of doing this, then I experience his video and he's talking about it. And I'm like, confirmation, right? It's like, you know, in any situation, and let me be real and be honest, right? I know sometimes it's not easy to just be the most loving person in a certain situation, especially when somebody's and it's a situation. You know what I'm saying? But if for the most part, if we can for the most part try to be in our hearts and give that divine compassion and be compassionate and be understanding, be considerate, right? You will start to realize how much less you receive this from somebody, right? The more we fall into our hearts, the more that we can open our hearts and the more we can be loving to the next person, no matter what their race, gender, situation. Even sometimes what Spirit even showed me is especially when they're right? And that's work. Let me not say that's the easiest thing for Jack to do and I just do it just so beautifully and naturally. That's work. And it's been a long time of work for me to just experience somebody and be super loving. Right? Like I have my mom, she'll get in her little moods, right? She's older in age, right? I'm just like, okay, mommy, love you. Instead of snapping back at her, right? And don't get me wrong, I've done it once or twice where I've snapped back and then I called her, mommy, I'm sorry, I love you so much. I didn't mean to snap at you. It's just, thank you, Spirit. What they're showing me is like also not to beat ourselves up because it gets frustrating. We get frustrated sometimes and it's totally understandable. Right? It's not to like say, oh, I should have been in my heart, Spirit, you know, but then you're not being in your heart with yourself, right? Thank you, Spirit. So it's just us discerning when times that we kind of need to put our foot down because sometimes we have to be firm. Also, thank you, Spirit. We also have to be firm about these situations. We have to be firm when instead of allowing someone to just push us over, right? We can still be in our heart in that space. We can still show that compassion to somebody else. Because in turn, the more that we do this and the more that we practice, thank you, Spirit, it's a beautiful practice, right? The more we practice love, the more we practice displaying love to others and just being that beautiful, expanded, infinite ball of light energy, of beautiful love, divine love, right? The more we will experience it from the outer, because I experience it so much where it's just like, wow, Spirit, just, it was like a shift like that. Like I noticed that I started just calling in myself to be more loving. And now I'm experiencing more people that are so loving and so beautiful and so heart chakra. And it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful to experience. Also too, something that I experienced that I was driving and like I said, I've been doing this heart chakra work, right? I've been working in the heart chakra and then I'm looking and I'm just like looking at the trees and all the greenery, right? And Spirit's like, why do you think Source made the grass, the trees, the leaves, everything so green so that we would always so that heart chakra energy can just be placed everywhere is because the color holds a vibration. Green is the color of the heart chakra, right? This holds the vibration of love so that every time I look out and I see trees in front of me out right here out my window, heart chakra, babe, love. I'm so grateful, so thankful, so honored, so blessed, so guided, so loved, so divinely guided, so divinely loved, right? Blessed, abundant, grateful, and thankful, right? So just beautiful energy to experience and something and a good practice for us. A good practice for us because in order for us to raise vibration, we all kind of need to be in our hearts. So to work in that space is beautiful because when we do that, the next person starts to open their heart. The next person starts to open their heart. The next person starts to be more loving. Your family, people around you. Even I've noticed my mom, her little shifting and her being a little bit different and because I'm just love you, mommy, I love you, like I'm 5 years old, but it's that beautiful childlike innocent energy of love being displayed is some of the most beautiful and precious things. And we can do this our whole lives. There never has to be a stop of that. That isn't something that is always right. And it'll always bring us into a more beautiful space, right? Also to self-love. Thank you, Spirit. They're like, yeah, but we got to love ourselves, right? We got to love ourselves here inside. Right? And the outside, flaws and all, the slightly crooked eyebrow, right? We love it. It doesn't matter, right? It's beautiful. The slightly crooked eyelashes, doesn't matter. Still beautiful, still goddess energy or God energy, right? Thank you, Spirit. Super grateful, y'all. Super thankful. Bink, bink. This little boy don't ever want to come over here and mess with me. And right now, I just want to be all on my feet right now. But they always do that whenever I start a video or start doing videos. and they all want to be like right here around me. All right, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Just some stuff I wanted to share with y'all. Like I said, everybody's experience is going to be different. I'm just seeing a lot of old stuff coming up, and know that it's just old parts of self that are leaving. Even in energy where I was like acting out this energy where I'm like, oh shit, Spirit's like, that's not you, Jack. That's not you. Also, too, the people we experience around us, especially for the empaths, sensitives, we can also pick up the energy. So a lot of times it's like I told my son, he was like, man, Mom, I was feeling this certain type of way. I said, but look who you were around. I said, next time you feel something, because he was even like, man, why the fuck am I feeling like this? Like, why am I in this energy? You know, he asked himself that. I said, well, next time when you realize that, because you were obviously aware of it, and you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? Whose energy does this belong to? Because this don't belong to me. And then evaluate who you've been spending time with, who you've been sharing space with. Then you will realize, oh, they're the one always acting like that. So that's not me, that's them. Then you can probably move that energy out of you a lot faster because of that. All right, thank you, Spirit. So Spirit was guiding me to the soul's helper. It says, listen to the whispers of your soul. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit was guiding me to the soul's helper. Nature is calling, y'all. Nature is calling. It is that time. It's that time to them beach vibes, right? Hitting the river, hitting the lake. This is a beautiful time for that experience. Thank you, Spirit. Have the courage to be free. Know that freedom begins where desire ends. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, sometimes our desires can hold us in a space, right? And I say this because it's something else I've been experiencing, right? Sometimes our desires constrain us, right? Desiring and wanting something so much, when sometimes it's like, well, let's allow things to unfold and see if it's for us. Thank you, Spirit. See if it's for us. Is that for me? Does that serve my highest and best divine path? Does that serve my highest, best divine purpose? Thank you, Spirit. Does that serve, thank you, Spirit. Does that serve my light? Does that serve my light? Thank you, Spirit. I'm so honored. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. Can we get a message for the collective? For the Scorpio full moon and lunar eclipse. What is the message for the collective right now? I'm so honored. So grateful. Thank you, Spirit. I honor you. Grateful for all my guides, all my ascended masters, all my galactic families. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. All my lights, all my crystal beings that surround me, right? Thank you, Spirit. All my angels that surround me daily. I honor you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much. I honor you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go and clear your mind. And I want to read this from the book. Yeah. And it's number 6, balance. So maybe there's something with our desires, maybe desiring a person, desiring a situation, desiring to have more money, right? Sometimes, thank you, Spirit, that puts us in resistance of allowing those things to flow in for us, right? And look, the girl looks like she's like kind of tied up a little bit, right? Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Exactly what I had just said. Confirmation. Confirmation. 6. Thank you, Spirit, right? Hello. Just want to get close to y'all real quick, right? Okay, Spirit. Number 6, your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go to clear your mind. To be happy means having no innermost wishes and desires. It is the only way for your heart to be light and your life to be free. The desire for things can prevent you from living in the moment. So make a decision to relinquish this longing. Free your mind of your thoughts and from desire and feel how light and peace flood into you. Your destiny has not forgotten you. Everything you wish for and are due to receive will come to you. You do not have to be a slave to your desires. Beauty, wealth, love, and abundance can only be experienced and satisfied on the inside, in the heart. They have nothing to do with matters in the outside world. All you need will come to you. Be thankful for what you have and feel this moment deeply. Dive into it and be free. Gratitude is like a magic key, opening up the moment and leading you to freedom. This card tells you to cleanse your thoughts and focus on everything that you have, your gifts, those you love and admire, and your life. Work especially closely with your power animal, the hummingbird, and it will reveal a life that is vibrant and free, guiding you to your hidden abilities and the talents of your ancestors that have come together in you. However, your mind must be clear and free from earthly desires, right? So our power animal is hummingbird. Essential oil to work with is rose. Healing crystal is pearl, and the number is 6, right? So it's like, you know, a lot of times in order for us to feel whole and to feel this just massive amount of abundance, you know, it's like when you have things on the outside, it's beautiful, but you can have everything on the outside and be miserable here. So then having all of these things, you're still miserable, right? So what I'm feeling really from this card is really diving in and working on maybe some parts of yourself that you're not happy with. Finding love in those imperfections. Looking at yourself and saying, you know what? So this little belly hangs a little bit more than it did yesterday. Doesn't matter. I love it. I honor it. I honor myself enough to love myself enough because it doesn't matter. Somebody else out there is going to love it too. Right? So keeping that in mind of maybe some things that, you know, we're all self-conscious. We all have our self-conscious moments about something, you know, and me, I really try to work on those because it's like, I have to remind myself every day, Jack, you're a goddess. You're beautiful. You are honored. You honor yourself. You love yourself enough that it does not matter. And thank you, Spirit. That's an old way of thinking. That's an old way of looking at yourself. That's that old energy of you criticizing of how you look, right? Of the imperfections, right? So maybe something, some thank you, Spirit. What they're showing me is like self-love, working on a self-love routine. And if y'all guys don't know what that is, go look it up. Go research that. What is self-love? How do I do self-love? Right? For my ladies, like I always say, go get your nails done, go get your toes done, go get a massage. Even for my men, go get you a massage, go get your feet and your nails done. Why not? Y'all don't realize that pedicure is amazing, right? It's for my fellas out there, go get that pedicure. You will want to go back every 2 weeks. You'll see why we want to be there every 2 weeks, right? Telling yourself, I love you. Hi, Jack. Love you, Jack. Heart bow to you, Jack. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You're amazing. You are glorious. I honor your magic, right? And if you tell yourself this every single day for 30 days that you love yourself, I love you, you're beautiful, you are a goddess, you are magnificent, you are mastery, right? You are heart chakra energy, Jack, or whoever the person may be, right? Tell yourself this for 30 days, you'll start to believe it. It will become your reality. It will become who you are. And there won't be anybody else that can tell you different. You're like, you don't even know me. How are you going to tell me something different? You can't. Not my reality. I don't hear that. I don't see that. I don't believe that. I only believe what I tell myself. Right? Powerful. Is there another message, Spirit? I'm so grateful, y'all. I'm so honored. Honor you. I honor you. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed. Thank you so much. I said one more, but I'm not going to read it from the book. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I'm so honored, y'all. So grateful. So thankful. Blessed. Honored. Grateful. Thank you, Spirit. I seen this when I was shuffling. The love of your dragon reaches out to you. The realm of your truth is opening up. Number 26. So which the power number would be 8, right? So we'd add 2 and 6 is 8, which 8 is infinite abundance, right? The infinity 8, right? The infinity sign. So also what I'm seeing with that infinity sign is like reincarnation, right? The reincarnation cycle. And thank you, spirit. Thank you, spirit. So seeing somebody used to work with dragons, beautiful energy. I met this girl. Okay, so one day we were doing some healing, and I was doing some past life reading for this girl, and I saw her working with dragons. She was like the dragon. Thank you, spirit. She was this dragon healer, right? When the dragons were wounded, they would come to her and she would mend them. She would patch them up. She would help heal them. Herbs and wraps. And she used to make all these, stop it, bing, bing. She used to make all of these beautiful, beautiful type of like healing bandages with herbs that she would wrap the dragons in, and she used to tend to them. Like when I saw it, I almost started crying. I said, oh my God, this is like, she started crying. It was beautiful. Oh man, I read for her like 10 lifetimes. It was magic. It was beautiful. And it was beautiful because that was one of the first times that I went back 10 lifetimes for someone, right? So I'm sitting there and I seen her in a place like, yeah, let me share this with y'all because it was real beautiful. I seen her in a place where there wasn't people. It wasn't like populated places where she was alone. All she had was spirit. All she had was her higher self. All she had was source, God, right? In this space. And she was always longing for someone, for a mate, for a person, for just somebody to talk to. But her whole life she lived out by herself. And it was for her to wake up to realize she was not alone. She had life. She had God all around her, right? In a space, right? If you believe in God, right? She had God, source, right? The creator all around her. She was not ever alone. She had her guides. She had all these beautiful energies and spirits with her, right? It was like she wasn't alone, but to her, because there was nobody physically there. It wasn't until she got older. As a little girl, she was so sad all the time because she thought, why would they have left me by myself to wander the world alone? But it was a part of her journey. She asked to come to experience that because she wanted to be able to wake up to realize she wasn't alone, right? It was beautiful. And I seen her tending to dragons. So I'm seeing the dragon energy, right? And some people think that the dragon energy, it can be, the draconians, and I don't do all that, right? I just feel like somebody's worked with this dragon energy, right? This power. Maybe somebody was born year of the dragon, right? And I'm seeing some truths coming in for you. Maybe thank you, spirit. Thank you, spirit. I see you coming into awareness of some truth of yourself. I see you coming into an awareness of truths that you did not know were truth. Thank you, spirit. You coming into awareness of truth that you didn't know was truth for you. That it's going to become truth for you now. And it's all like, at first awareness takes time to where you're just like, oh, aha, that's what that is. Okay, spirit. And sometimes it happens and happens and shows up and shows up and shows up and shows up and shows up. And then one day you're like, bing, the light. Thank you, spirit. The light bulb turns on. Bing. Oh, you were speaking to me this whole time. Okay. And our higher selves, right? And yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of divine, thank you, spirit. They're showing me divine truth coming in for you. Stuff that's going to bring wisdom for you. This truth is going to be very powerful for you. Even if at the moment it might not seem so powerful, but later on you're going to be like, that, thank you, spirit. That little bit of truth thing, this is what they're showing me. That little bit of truth changed my life. It didn't seem like it was so much in the beginning when I first heard it. But as time went, I started growing, healing, changing, rising, in ascension. Then I realized that was probably the most powerful truth I ever heard in my entire life. It changed me. This is you going back and releasing some stuff from the incarnations, right? From the from being reborn so many times, right, into another body, and you leaving some stuff, and then you becoming aware of stuff that might have been lost. You know what I'm saying? It's like we still relive out the traumas, right? And then it's like, this wasn't a trauma. This was actually enlightening. Thank you, Spirit. Like I said, the light bulb turning back on. This was enlightening for you. This woke you up. This woke you up to truth, to self, to awareness, to healing, to the knowing that you are mastery, to the knowing you are majestic, that you are magnificent, that you are infinite. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I'm seeing truth coming in for somebody. I'm even seeing like some third eye activations for somebody, for some people. Right? I'm seeing third eye. Like I've been kind of seeing a lot of third eye activations. Like my third eye, like before I was even balanced, third eye said, I was like, oh shit, it's big. Fuck is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it was craziness. But I'm feeling like for some people, I'm seeing this brow chakra, right? This third eye opening and awakening. Also too with this, and I want to pull this back because something caught my eye over here with this your deepest desires constrain you. So she has all these red roses all over her, right? So I'm seeing like the stuff that's constraining you, right, is stuff that's rooted, ancestral. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff from our roots, right, that needs healing, and this is an energy that you didn't create for yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. This isn't an energy you created for yourself. This is an energy that was passed down to you that you don't have to carry. Look, what's constraining her is beads. You can bust that open. It's not chains. Thank you, Spirit. It's not chains, it's beads. What? Oh, it was that easy to not be constrained by our desires no more. Into whatever was created, passed in our ancestral line. Whatever was created through our ancestors, I don't got to carry that. That don't belong to me. God-given right of free will. We all have this. God-given right of free will to say, I chose not to carry my ancestral baggage a long time ago. I choose me. Choose yourself. Choose yourself and create new things you can pass down. We can create beautiful energy to pass on to our kids, our grandkids, right? To continue as an energy that flows through our ancestral lines. It doesn't have to be baggage and it doesn't have to be heavy. Let's create flow for them. Let's create effortless living. Let's create oneness. Let's create balance. Let's create awareness. Let's create divine compassion activated. Thank you, Spirit, right? Activated. Yeah, when I start rocking, that's flowing, Spirit. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Honor you. Yeah, I see somebody. Thank you, Spirit. I'm also seeing somebody's awakening coming through. Things that are your desires are starting. You're going to start breaking through these desires, and that's going to bring you into an awakened stage. You're going to start becoming more awake, not woke, awaken. Woke is what they show you on TikTok and things that I feel is not truth. And it may feel like it's truth, but it's not going to be your full truth forever. That's woke, right? I'm talking about awaken to the real parts of self, to the inside of who you are, and the power that you carry. Thank you, Spirit. They're showing me like how powerful we are on this planet. We're not weak. All we're shown, though, is to be weak through programming, through TV shows, movies. We're shown to be that we're weak. We're shown that we're supposed to be afraid. We get fear instilled in us and all other kind of bullshit, right? That's not for us. We're fearless. fearless. Even God doesn't want us to be afraid of him. Source, like, I don't want y'all to be afraid. I need y'all fearless. Like I am. I need y'all to be creators like I am. Y'all DNA, y'all, I run in y'all DNA. Thank you, Spirit. We all carry the God particle within us. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I'm done. I'm done. Well, I feel like I'll be here for 2 hours. Yeah, anybody wants personal readings? Personal readings, if y'all live in Houston, and we can do them in person. If not, we can do them over video chat, right? Y'all just leave me a message on here if y'all don't have me on any of my social medias. Instagram is Healing is Real 369. So is Instagram, TikTok, and which I'll be honest, I don't get on TikTok too much, right? So if y'all could probably catch some of my stuff on there. I may get a message from it. Snapchat, Healing is Real 369, all one word. Yeah, I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful. Yeah, I had to turn them over because I would have kept reading. I would have kept reading if I would have turned them over. I was just like, oh, because I was already seeing so much, right? So it's like, yeah, I just wanted to come on and maybe this is, maybe, you know, like I said, like we're all looking through different lenses, but maybe this is energies that we're experiencing. Wow, that's what I asked for, right? What we're experiencing right now, what needs to be let go, what needs to be released, what we need to step into more, right? Stepping into more of that divine love, right? Activated, stepping into divine love, activated. That divine love, heart chakra. Yes. Super grateful, super thankful. Love y'all guys so much, right? Sending that beautiful, beautiful Reiki energy to y'all, right? This divine love, right? Divine compassion, right? All activating through all of our cells of our entire bodies. I'm so grateful and so thankful, so honored, right? I'm so honored to be here with y'all guys. So I want to share something with y'all. So my mom, she's so beautiful. I love her, right? She had got this like ball, right? A crystal ball, but it had like air bubbles all in it. And I was like, oh, I want a solid one, mama. Look what she got, Jack. It's so beautiful. And I know I could scry through it, right? And I haven't got into the space of scrying through it. It's an energy that I need to download, right? And maybe it's already downloaded. I just need to activate it. Thank you, Spirit. I just need to activate it. But I'm actually, right now, I'm cleansing and blessing it. Because my mom, she works at the Goodwill, right? So she got this from the thrift store. So it's like I had to wipe it down, and I've been sitting it on salt and a bunch of crystals. And I'm also have it sitting on a ring of copper. I mean, a spirals of copper. So, and I have it on some blessed salt that I've been having for a long time, and some baby's breath and some other stuff. So I'm just blessing it now. But when I do a reading, y'all guys will definitely be there with me to experience that reading, right? But isn't it gorgeous? My first crystal ball. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Spirit. It's magical. It's already powerful, but I'm like, let me just continue, just put in a bunch of love, heart chakra in there, and just make it just extra, extra, extra powerful. And super grateful. I hope everybody, look at that. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You are not alone. We are not alone. We're never alone, right? And that's for anybody. Don't get caught up in the drama. Stay away from the drama. Drama's draining, right? Stay away from the drama. We won't get into that, right? I just wanted to share them because I looked at them. If I looked at them, then there's a message there, right? I'm super grateful, super thankful. I honor y'all. Heart bow to everybody who came in and watched, right? I hope this brought awareness for y'all guys. Hope it brought some healing. And yeah, love y'all guys so much. This is the Oracle J.M. King right here with Healing is Real 369. And I will see y'all guys next time. Peace.